to worry about anything going on funny around your computer. But we do have some great information to talk about this morning. We are going to be talking about what I consider to be probably the best multi-level marketing company, network marketing company in the world. It is my company that I belong to. Many of you on this call today belong to it as well. It's the wonderful world of Isagenix. And I certainly hope that all of you brought a guest today, because those of you that did are going to really, really appreciate the quality of this presentation. I kind of borrowed this presentation from a friend, and it's actually very, very well done this morning. So those of you that are new on this call, sit back and enjoy the information, and be sure to get back with the person that invited you here today when we are through. So let's go ahead and get ourselves started this morning. Again, we are looking into a beautiful company called Isagenix, and I borrowed this pardon me just for a second, I borrowed this presentation from a friend of mine, Holly DeMott, and this is Holly's picture. A few years ago, she was very much overweight. She's lost in the past couple of years about 80 pounds. In fact, 2 years ago, she won our IsaBody challenge and won about $10,000. It was a fantastic achievement for her. Look at how beautiful she looks. And you know, the one thing that I wanted to talk to you about this picture, between the before picture and her after picture, is this. Do you see any saggy skin there? Absolutely not. This is not a diet plan, guys. This is a plan to balance your body. When your body balances, when you start to put lean muscle back on your body, amazing things happen. Your body can take care of itself. And look at the difference here. She's absolutely beautiful, very striking girl. If you saw her in person, you'd understand exactly what I mean. These pictures actually don't do her justice. She is quite striking. And you know what? She's turned her change, she's turned her development, her process into quite a nice residual income right now. We're going to get into that in just a bit, but this is the company I'm talking about. We started almost 10 years ago. We're just going to be celebrating 10 years here in another 2 months. Can you believe that? 10 years young. And 10 years ago, they started with the mission to transform lives on a global scale. Currently, we're in 7 countries across the world. It's absolutely amazing. We've done well over $1.5 billion in the last 9 3/4 years. We've been featured in a lot of articles, whether it be in newsprint, media, air, you name it, magazines. We are being really, really recognized right now as a leader in this industry. In fact, somebody in the network marketing industry called us the ambassador to network marketing. We are that well thought of. As I said, we're in 7 countries. That's Mexico, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and of course here in the States, and also Puerto Rico and Guam, if you have any family in either one of those 2 places as far as territories are concerned. So before we get going into the bugs, I got to tell you that we are just a nutraceutical company, guys. We're not a drug company. We're not governed by the FDA, so therefore we are not what we call FDA compliant, FDA approved. But we are FDA compliant. In fact, everything that we do has been looked at, it's sought after, and you know what? It is good. But notice this. We don't guarantee anything. We don't prevent, we don't cure, we don't diagnose, we don't treat any disease. So anybody out there that says, you know, we treat this or we cure this, or we don't. What we do is we balance the body, and the body becomes the miracle. There are lots of stories out there, guys, of people seeing amazing results, but it's because of what the body does, not what Isagenix does, okay? It's what Isagenix does to the body. So weight loss results may vary. Statistics have shown that in our first 90-day program, you can probably see about a 7-pound loss. Of course, our most popular programs are a little larger than that, but we'll get into that as well. So let's get on this wonderful presentation today. Our job as presenters is to educate you, okay? We don't try to twist your arm. We don't try to, strong arm you and make you make a decision. We just tell you what their products do. Then you decide. When you decide to come on board with this amazing company, we then support you with all kinds of different support. We've got Facebook groups, we've got national calls, we've got personal calls, we've got all kinds of different methods to support you once you make that decision to come on board with Isagenix. So what do we educate you about? We educate you about some problems in America right now. Toxicity, the lack of nutrition, how we're aging, the stress in our bodies, and of course the #1 problem in America right now, weight loss, because weight loss seems to be the root of all problems out there. If you go look and you do any studies, if you read anything out there to tell you, it's going to tell you that obesity causes a lot of the alarming problems that we are dealing with right now in America, whether it be cancer, heart diseases, autoimmune issues. There's some basic problems that all kind of comes down to weight loss and stress. So we're going to discuss some of those and how Isagenix can perhaps make a change in your life. So, it's turned out that this is kind of bizarre. aging is not just a concern, it's a fact of life. We're all aging. From the day we're born, we're all aging. But it affects, it's affecting our cardiovascular system. Our bones get brittle, our muscles start to lose elasticity, our joints start to ache, our digestive system goes to south. All of these things that you're looking at on this slide seem to decrease as we age. So what if we could take care of that? Okay, what if we were able to offer you some of the things that counter aging? And these are statistics coming right out of medical magazines, guys. Better nutrition helps with youthful aging. Exercise is going to help you with youthful aging. Less stress. Positive lifestyle choices. Maybe you shouldn't be smoking. Maybe you shouldn't be drinking all that soda. Maybe you shouldn't be drinking all that caffeine. Reducing environmental toxins. Watch where you live. Do you have to go outside on high pollution days? Should you maybe wear a face mask? I mean, there are things we need to make decisions of if we're going to age youthfully. Because obviously, guys, as one of the concerns we out there, we do have a health crisis. I mean, look everywhere you want to go. Watch Dr. Oz. I mean, when before Oprah got off her major network, she was featuring a lot of problems every day where we've got issues, okay? 20 years ago, 30, 40 years ago, 1 in 12 people had cancer. Today, if you're standing in a group of 3, 2 of them probably have cancer. And if the 2 don't, you might want to get yourself checked, all right? It's that bad. 1.3 million in America right now will be diagnosed with breast cancer this year. That's terrible. That's terrible. The rise in autoimmune issues. When I was a kid, I never heard of the word fibromyalgia. It didn't exist. Now everybody I know has it, okay? Obesity contributes to over 300,000 deaths per year, whether it be through heart attacks or whatever, strokes, it doesn't matter, but it contributes. And this slide here, it's actually over 80% of the people in North America are now overweight. We have the ability to control it, but we choose not to, okay? Because obesity, again here, it's related to heart disease, diabetes, cancer, all of the big killers across the country, guys, and we have the ability to control that. So here's some facts that we know in our world. Preservatives, pesticides, insecticides, fertilizers on our fruits and vegetables are bad for us. They are toxins. They are creating us, we are actually intoxicated every single day by the foods that we eat, the water that we drink, the air that we breathe, and the things that we put on our skin. Chemicals, parasites, bacteria, heavy metals in our drinking water. Can you believe that? And there's actually been proof, there's been studies done, jet fuel in our drinking water. Over-the-counter drugs as well as prescription drugs in our drinking water. Who wants our kids taking Viagra out of the kitchen sink tap? We don't want that, okay? There are impurities in our environment right now. Look out, look at the air around you. If you live in a big city, look, I live here outside of Phoenix. I can look down into the valley and see the cloud. You don't want to be exposed to that if you don't have to be. So our soils are depleted. We talked about soil deficiencies. Let me tell you, back in the 1950s, when they created pesticides and herbicides to help increase the yield out of the farmlands, what they didn't realize is that they were killing the little bugs and microorganisms in the soil that turned the rocks into minerals. So therefore the rocks have not been turned into minerals, the minerals are not being uptaken by the plants, and the minerals are no longer in the foods that we eat. As a study done back in 1953 compared to a study done in 1997, it would take 43 bowls of spinach to equal the 1 bowl back in 1953. Can you believe that? So you got to know that even if you think you're eating good, you're not getting the nutrition out of your food that you need to. Right now, our food is nutritionally deficient and it is nutritionally bankrupt. And our immune system isn't getting enough help from the food we eat. That's why we're struggling with autoimmune issues and sickness and disease. So knowing that, I'm just going to tell you this, that we offer high quality, no compromise products. See, John Anderson, our formulator, used to do this private label stuff. I mean, he would make stuff for everybody out there, 600 different companies, 2,300 different products. But he would always have to compromise somewhere because even though he wanted to put the best products out there, the companies said they were too expensive. They couldn't afford them. They wanted to take this out, take that out, compromise this, compromise that. You know what? When John Anderson started this company 10 years ago, he said, we're not going to compromise. I'm going to create the best, even if it costs a little bit more. And since it's cost a little bit more, instead of selling it on the shelves at GNC, we're going to go through network marketing the ranks. And that's how this product can get to us in an affordable rate, and we can still make some money on it. So Isagenix addresses toxicity, weight loss, cellular health, youthful aging, telomere support, joint health, heart health, brain health. I mean, imagine that. All of that good from one quality product. Now listen, Isagenix puts their money where their mouth is. Every year we spend over $1 million testing finished goods to ensure that what we say is in it and what they say it will do, it is in and it will do, okay? That's nice to know. $300,000 spent annually on independent That's right, independent. We send our stuff out to a lab and say, you guys check it. You don't want, because we don't want the world to think that we checked it and just take our word for it. You guys check it and let us know what you think. Over $500,000 spent annually on raw ingredients. Before it even gets into our product, we check it and check it again. 600 raw ingredients in Isagenix products are always tested prior to being used. That's absolutely an amazing number, because I'm going to tell you, there are some companies out there, guys, that don't spend any money on testing. Their goal is to get some kind of cheap quality product out there so that they can put it out there and their field can make money. Their goal is to make money. Our goal is to create the largest health and wealth company in the world, okay? That's our goal, and we are very, very much on the way for that. So let's just talk about some of the quality products we have. These are what I would call the 5 products you have to have in your body every single day without fail. We're going to start by cleansing each individual cell. Each individual cell. Imagine how important that is. This isn't just a colon cleanse. This isn't just a kidney cleanse. This isn't just a liver cleanse. We're talking about cleansing every single cell in the body. Blood cells, lymphatic cells, all of that. You know what? And we use it. It's a natural process. We use botanicals. And it's not like a rotor-rooter system, guys. This is actually something that's actually assisting your body. See, when you go to bed at night, your body naturally wants to detoxify. That's the liver's job and the kidney's job. The problem is there's so much toxins in today's world that it can never catch up. It's always behind. But what this product does is it allows the liver and our own system to catch up and to do its job. And while it's doing that, it nourishes the body. Okay, it's giving it enough nutrition to sustain life for the time being that you decide to cleanse, whether that be evening cleanses, daily cleanses, a deep cleanse. It doesn't matter. We use over 100 natural nutrients that help support your body through all of its vital functions while you cleanse. Now, this is the cool part. Once you get it cleansed, now this is where we start working toward the goods. This product right here, Jim Cooper helped bring an item over from Russia called my brain just went dead. Excuse me. Adaptogens. My brain. I was on fog alert there for just a second. Adaptogens, and they're very, very key to this quality of this product. See, back in the 60s, I don't know if you guys remember that far back when the Russians, kind of got their space program going. They used adaptogens to help their astronauts cope with space stress. And then they actually turned it over into the athletic field back in the 60s and 70s when the Russian athletes were winning all the gold medals in the Olympics. It was because they had adaptogens at their side. They were using it because what happens with adaptogens, it helps the body balance stress. If you need to kind of pump yourself up, it gives you a little energy. If you kind of have to balance, if you calm yourself down, it'll calm you down. In fact, I take an ounce in the morning to get me going. I take an ounce at night to put me to sleep. It's absolutely amazing quality product. And you know what? This could be a standalone product all by itself. There are many juice companies out there that do just have one quality product. If we chose to go that route, this would be it. This is our quality juice product, but this by itself puts all those other juice products to shame, okay? Because we have over 200 specially sourced ingredients in this bottle, okay? And it's proprietary, guys. I want you to know that. Those of you that are already on board, I want you to know that many of the items in this bottle are proprietary. John Anderson owns the rights to them. It'll never, ever be duplicated. Know that. Comes in powder and liquid form. So knowing that, let's move on to actually now where we feed the body. This is the best quality food on the planet, bar none. Those of you that are already on board can say that without hesitation. This whey protein is sourced in New Zealand. Why do we source it in New Zealand? Because the cows there eat grass like they're supposed to. Cows in America are kept in pens and they're fed corn. In some cases they're fed dead ground up cows. Cows aren't meant to eat cows. Cows aren't meant to eat corn. Cows are meant to eat grass. And you know what? Here in America, when our cows get sick because they eat the corn, because they eat the other cows, we give them injections of antibiotics. And to get them fatter and beefier for market, we fill them up with steroids and hormones. In Australia or in New Zealand, they're not allowed to do that. These cows are pasture fed. They get a vacation. They get a vacation. 4 months out of the year, they don't even produce milk, okay? They're not stressed. So because they're not stressed, because they're happier, because they're leaner, because they have better quality feed, the amino acid content of their whey is higher, and it's much more quality source. There's and then to that, John Anderson adds over 70 supercharged trace minerals. He's known as the mineral man across the world. if people want to know what to do with the mineral, or what this mineral does, or what that mineral does, or why to put it in, they ask John. He's our guy. He's the guy that formulates our product. He's the guy that founded this company. He puts what needs to be in our product. And in addition to that, he adds flash frozen enzymes. And this is something that's really unique to Isagenix. Nobody else has this. We have the patent on this. When you add water to your IsaLean Shake, it becomes a live food. Those enzymes come alive, and when you eat it, when you drink it, in your stomach, those enzymes start to break down the shake so that your body can assimilate the nutrition. It's 95% bioavailable. Now, what I mean by that is there's only 5% waste. Now, let's compare that to an egg. An egg is 60% bioavailable. 40% of what you eat when you eat an egg goes out the other end. A chicken breast, 35% bioavailable. 65% of it goes right through your body and out the other end, okay? 95% of our shake is bioavailable. It uses 95% of what you eat. That's the perfect food. And at less than $3 a meal, oh my gosh, who can't afford it? And it's clinically proven. We have the statistics. It's clinically proven to support great weight loss. So now let's add one of our pillars. This is one of my favorites, guys. This is our newest. It actually just came about this last year. This is a telomere support product. And our telomeres are the very tips of our chromosomes, and each one of our cells has chromosomes in it, because that's really what determines what color hair we have, what our identity is, what our eyes look like, what we look like. Each one of our cells in our body has a distinct print, and that print is held in your chromosome, and the end of that chromosome in your telomere. And what we found out through studies is the shorter that, as we age, that chromosome, that telomere tip, gets shorter and shorter and shorter. In fact, it's because it gets shorter and shorter and shorter that we age. Now, imagine a product that would help that from becoming shorter and shorter and shorter at the rate it's becoming shorter and shorter and shorter. Can you imagine that? Help protect your body. This is what product B does. It helps protect that telomere. And in addition to that, it helps protect from free radicals in your body. I don't know if you know it, but all of us are rusting on the inside because there's free radicals. There's little oxygen molecules out there that are looking to eat your body up. So we take antioxidants to attach to that free radical and let it naturally make its way out of the body. This product will help you with that. You've got to get yourself on product B. These are some of the products that are in product B. I'm not going to go into them, but look at them. Milk thistle, grapeseed extract, turmeric, green tea extract, all of these things that we know over time that have been very, very good for the body. Well, in the right mixture, with the right extraction process, together they can do some amazing things, and that's what John Anderson has discovered. It's not just throwing a bunch of stuff in a cup, mixing it up, throwing it in a bottle, say it's good. There's a lot more to it than that. There's how you extract it. There's how much to put in with each other. That's what John Anderson does. He's a genius. And this product is the most amazing product. You're going to find when this product comes out and makes it through its clinical trials this year, that there are going to be some amazing things that we're going to be able to say about this product that we can't say right now. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. This is the guy that helped John Anderson create that product, invent that product. This is Dr. Bill Andrews. And Dr. Bill Andrews works our own Sierra Sciences, and he's the world's foremost authority on telomeres and aging. And this 12-page article in Popular Science talked about what our product B does and how it helps control the age, or actually helps us age youthfully. That's about as far as I'll put it right now. And telomeres are becoming more and more present in today's media, no matter where you look. Look at Elle Magazine. They've been featured our product in Elle Magazine. The new anti-aging pill, look at the circle there on the right. The new anti-aging pill, it works, okay? And then the highlighted statement in there. Telomerase, unlike any anti-aging elixir before, it has a profound effect on the aging process. And we have a product that actually helps with all of that process. That's about as far as I can say, go with that and still be compliant. So here's 3 of our favorite packs. We can start you up with any one of these, of course, and we've got all others to choose from. But these are some of our favorites. The 30-day system is a great pack. If you need to lose some weight, it contains 3 of our 5 pillars. The Total Health and Longevity pack contains all 5 pillars of our health system. And the President's pack, in addition to our 5 pillars, it contains a free blender, some chocolates, some bars, some great drink mix called Want More Energy, a little sample of our green product, our vegetable product called Isagenix Greens, and our red products called Isa Fruits, which is good for if you don't have enough fruits or vegetables in your system. So those are the things we're going to talk about. But know this, guys, I'm not asking you to spend any more money. I'm not asking you to dig deep, and in addition to already what you're spending, come up with something new. All I'm asking you to do is to trade up to something better. instead of going to the grocery store and buying all the stuff at the grocery store, go to your Isagenix back office and buy it from yourself. Because not only are you going to be healthier, but you're going to be wealthier, and we'll get into that in just a heartbeat. And I told you before that this is not a weight loss program. This is a balancing program. Look at this. Willie Gault, fastest man on the earth back in the 1980s. He was a wide receiver for the 1985 World Champions, the Chicago Bears. He uses our products. He loves our products. He doesn't need to lose any weight. He's fit as a fiddle. But he knows, he understands the importance of nutrition, proper nutrition. So does Lori Harder. Look at how beautiful she is on the cover of Oxygen magazine. Look how lean she is. She uses Isagenix products. And Kathy Savage coaches fitness competitors all across the nation. She's got all of her girls now on Isagenix because she recognizes how good it is. Look at this. Here's just some amazing results. Yes, it does work as a great diet program, but that's not what it was created for. That's a byproduct, guys. So if you have weight to lose, you'll lose it. If you have weight to gain, you'll gain it. If you have health to gain, you'll gain that back too, because what we do is we balance the body, and the body becomes the miracle. It's that simple. So we've been featured in major magazines across the country, major news stations across the country. John Gray, who wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, has a book out called The Mars-Venus Diet and Exercise Solution, in which in a whole chapter he talks about Isagenix. He sells Isagenix. He represents Isagenix. He's an Isagenix millionaire. Not because we paid him to be so, because he sells these products because he believes in them. Okay? He makes more money now selling Isagenix than he does on the residuals of Men Are From Mars. So that's absolutely phenomenal. Jack Canfield, one of John's friends, who also co-authored Chicken Soup for the Soul, has a book out called Chicken Soup for the Healthy Soul, all about Isagenix stories and how wonderful they are. He too sells Isagenix. So let's talk about why they sell Isagenix. Let's talk about this income disclaimer. I want you to know that there's money to be made in this industry. Network marketing is probably the most favorite industry of all people out there that want to do a capitalistic thing where they can make their own thing. All right, make it happen for themselves. Now listen to this. Why? Because you know what? It's up to you. It's all up to you. It's all about your activity. Okay? You're not relying on somebody else to do something for you. This is you. You get out in the field, you get out and share these products, you get out and talk this up, and things are going to happen for you. So we're going to talk about some money here in the next few minutes, but I want you to know that the income levels that the people we're going to talk about achieved them because of what they did. It was up to them, and it's going to be up to you. Okay? That's as simple as it gets. So look at this, guys. In 9 years, this company's done $1.5 billion in revenues. We're expected to do between 320 and 340 million next year, and in the next 3 to 5 years, be $1 billion company. $1 billion in a year. That's going to open up the room for $700 million to be done in revenues. And what's nice about that is Isagenix pays 50% out of their revenues into the field. So over the next 3 to 5 years, guys, $350 million are going to be paid out to the field. Do you want to be part of that? Because it's there for you. It's there waiting for you. All you have to do is grab a hold of this opportunity and share it with your friends and family. So let's do a quick survey for those of you that are on the line today. I want you to be honest with yourselves. Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10 with your finances? Okay, how important is that to you? With 1 being, you know, it doesn't mean a thing to me, or 10 mean, man, yeah, it's like the ultimate. It's like the most important thing to me. And then on that same scale, I want you to think about where you are. And if there's a gap there between where you are and where you want to be, I think we can help you with that. I really do. And let's just see about how that is, because I'm gonna defer to an expert, okay, an industry expert. Robert Kiyosaki wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Cash Flow Quadrant. I mean, the guy's a genius. He's a self-made millionaire, and what's nice about that is not only is he a self-made millionaire, but he has the ability to put it down in print so that the common man like me understands him. And he says that wealth is the ability to exist after you quit getting paid. So what if you were to lose your job today? How long could you sustain life? He says you got to have at least 3 months or 90 days in the bank. That's good. If you don't have that, maybe we need to talk. So your goal should be to develop a residual income or a positive income that's greater than your outlay. Okay? Because I don't know how you guys are, but I know here a few months ago there was more months left at the end of my money. And it's not like that anymore. So that's really good. And I can credit Isagenix to that. That's one claim I can make. Okay, so what options do you have? According to Robert, he says you can build your own corporation. That's kind of tough unless you got a lot of money. You can buy a franchise. Yeah, well, try doing that. McDonald's is about $2 million right now. Or you can get into network marketing. We're talking about a $19 investment plus some food to eat. Okay, That's why he says that he recommends people consider network marketing, because many famous franchises cost millions of dollars. And you can get into ours for very, very, very little cash flow. So let's pursue what that means. Have you ever seen a great movie or gone out to a restaurant, really had a great experience, and then the next day you called your friends and said, hey, you got to go see this movie, or hey, you got to go to this restaurant, the food and service was awesome? Well, that's how we work our business. It's called referral marketing, okay? We don't sell. In fact, I'll tell you, when people come up to me and say, hey, I'm a great salesman, I'd be good in your company, I say, no, go away, because I'm not looking for salesmen. I'm looking for honest people that want to create relationships, that want to share the experience that they've had on these amazing products. That's how we grow our business. Here's our friend Holly. She started 5 years ago by inviting her friend Heather and her sister Tracy into the business. Today, guys, she's got over 5,000 people on her team making multiple six-figure income. Multiple six-figure income. And I'm talking a very hefty multiple six-figure income because of her efforts and the efforts of the people on her team. That's the beauty of network marketing. See, every person out there knows about 300 more people than you know. So if you can grow your team, you've got access to 300 more people each time you bring someone new into your team. And you start to explore those possibilities, and your team grows. So how do you get started? It's very, very simple. You come on today. It's a $19 enrollment fee. Just like going down to Costco, you have to pay an enrollment fee. Allows you to buy everything from our warehouse at a wholesale price, just like I do, okay? We're not going to ask you to spend any more money than I spend. And you want to start off today with an order of at least 100 points. That gets you active in the system. Then we want you to bring a couple friends in. That's gonna make you what we call a consultant. That's gonna put you in money-making mode. That consultant triangle, that you at the top and your friend on your left and your friend on the right, or her sister on the right, all consuming 100 points of the product a month, is going to keep you active and to get you started in this business. Then you just treat that. What you do then is you teach those two people to do the same exact thing and keep training that down through your team. Keep training the new people to bring 2 people on. Keep training those 2 people to bring 2 people on, etc., etc., etc. And in a few years, you'll have 5,000 or 6,000 people on your team. You're making multiple six-figure incomes. The possibility exists. So what if you wanted to make like $30,000 this month? Is it possible? Absolutely. And you know what? This is it. Enroll people on that health and longevity pack that I talked about. That's one of our flagship products. And with just our product introductory bonuses, and some cycling that you're going to have done along the way, you're going to make $1,158. Now, if you were to double that number, you'd make $2,300. But get this, when you're 10 personally enroll 10 of their people, you're going to earn over $3,000 in your first month. And people are doing it right now. This isn't pie in the sky. This is happening right now. So imagine, what would an extra $3,000 mean to you? Would that change your life? Because you know what? You benefit from every single order that's placed in your organization. That's key. So here's the path to financial freedom. Imagine if you were to find 10 of your friends or family that want to come in this business, and each one of them were to find 10 people that want to come in their business. Look at the number of customers you'd have on your team. Now, how fast you do that is up to you. You want to do it in a year, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years? I mean, if you were making $54,000 a month in 5 years, would that change your life? Would you give what it had to take the next 5 years to make that happen? I mean, imagine some people go to school for 4 years to learn a trade and get out into the industry and probably earn $25,000 to $35,000 their first year. You could be earning $54,000 after your 4-year so-called education in network marketing. Imagine that. That's how you kind of have to look at this, guys. So look at this. Here's some real statistics, because a lot of people say, I don't know about this network marketing thing. You know what? All the people in the beginning make all the money. Not so. Not so. Look at this. Out of our 250 top earners in this company, 21% of them just joined in the last 3 years. So there goes the theory that the guys at the beginning make all the money. Doesn't happen like that at all. This is not a pyramid scheme. Product actually trades places. Okay, we do get product. Now look at this, guys. Isagenix has paid out over $550 million in bonus in income to us in the field since 2002. $550 million. Oh my gosh. How much of that going forward do you want to share or you want to claim for your own, because it's going to be there for you. It's easy to implement, guys. There's absolutely no overhead. We're not asking you to store this up and keep it in your closet, okay, like some other companies out there do. All we're asking you to do is buy 100 points worth of product a month and eat it, and teach your friends and family to do the same thing. That's all you got to do, and that's very easy to do. Wholesale customers, get this. All you have to do is sit down at your computer, order it. It comes right to your front door via UPS. You can order. You can go shopping for your breakfast and dinner in your pajamas. And you know what? Get this. We have free coaching calls available every day. In fact, twice a day in many cases. We've got Facebook groups that you can dial up to, and you can type in messages, and people will answer you. There's so much support in this company. I cannot believe it, and I can't even emphasize it how much support there is. Unlike any of these other programs out there that you might want to take a look at. And there's a no risk 30-day money-back guarantee. Okay? If you don't like what you see in the next 30 days, send it back. Isagenix will buy it back from you. So we get our paid every single Monday. It comes on a card that looks just like this. It works just like any other Visa card. You can use it just about anywhere. You can pop it in a Visa, an ATM, and get cash out if you want. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's the only card I have in my pocket now that owes me money. I don't owe it money. Isn't that cool? So you've just heard about a bunch of stuff. I want you to know that no one product can solve all the problems of the world. Okay? It's going to be incorporating this in your life, adding some exercise to your life, making those choices that we talked about earlier. Maybe, you know, letting those cigarettes go, maybe not drinking so much coffee, letting the sodas go, kind of controlling what you eat, watching your diet, getting smart. Okay? But our program is going to give you a fighting chance against a lot of things that are going on out there, because it's going to feed your body what it's been looking for. It's going to feed your body what it's been looking for, guys. That's the important thing. So I'd like to leave you with a couple ideas. This is my favorite pack. This is the President's Pack. It's $559 wholesale. It gives you enough food for the month. You probably have to buy about 20 meals in the month. That's all you're going to have to buy. Plus, it's going to give you some chocolates, some bars, and it gives you all of our ageless essentials, which is nice, and it's going to give you product B, which is fantastic. It's going to give you 3 sample packs, so you can go right out right away, hand these 3 sample packs to friends or family, and say, you know what, give these a try. I'll come back and visit with you, and when you come back and visit, they're going to be blown over. Enroll them, and you know what, we've got some programs right now where you're going to make some great cash if you enroll them, because we're on a rebate program right now that I didn't even get a chance to talk about this morning. That's phenomenal, where you can actually earn a lot of money back just by turning these products over to your friends. So just know that up front. Oh, by the way, this $559 pack comes with free enrollment. You don't spend the 19 bucks, so it's just $55.59 plus some shipping, and you're ready to rock and roll in this business. Here are those other 3 packs that I was talking about. The 30-day pack is like $268. The Total Health Longevity pack is like $370, and the President's Pack again is like $559. But all of these packs are going to give you an opportunity to get your body healthy and get you on the right track to health. Okay, and don't you deserve that? Don't we all deserve that? Because that's really what it's about, right? So I'm going to leave you with our vision. Our vision. Kathy developed this many years ago. One of our corporate founders, to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. And I'm going to tell you guys, they are on their way. So we're going to ask you that if you would just connect your vision to ours, just come and see what we see. That we can, as a family, create miracles. We can change the world, guys, one person at a time. It's being done now by many, many people in this industry. We'd like you to join us and help us with our endeavors. So with that, I just want to say thank you very much for being here. Get with the person that invited you today, because you know what? We'd love you to be part of our company. We've left the door open just for you. We knew you were coming to take a look today. So with that, guys, have a wonderful weekend. And for those of you that are football fans out there, go Broncos. That's my deal. Have a good afternoon, good weekend. And you know what? Tuesday, guys, let me get my calendar out here. Next Tuesday, the webinar is at 6 o'clock Pacific time in the evening, and Joe Malooly will be here, and he's going to be doing his opportunity meeting around our new product B. So don't miss him. He's actually very dynamic, and he's growing an amazing business there in the Southeast, and he's doing it because of what these amazing products do, guys. So join Joe on Tuesday night, 6 o'clock 6 o'clock Pacific time, right here, same webinar, same address. We'll see you here, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye now.